Last time, Teresa was ready to handle Sister Moral and asked her lord to stop the bishop. Lai Zhu charged forward to finish the cloth bishop. Then the bishop changed into his real form, and he became the Red Sun Bishop, first level of the hero realm. Seeing that OP enemy, the live streamer who always tries to compete with Lai Zhu gets an idea to increase his viewers. And on the other hand, Lai Zhu also have changed himself into his dragon form. Next, the Cabbage streamer. This guy, his name is Cabbage Streamer. He informs his viewers to play a PK game with Lai Zhu, and he is sure that this time Lai Zhu will be killed because his opponent is super strong. He commences the PK challenge, and viewers are excited to see their PK challenge. And let me tell you that this is not the PK challenge that you guys are thinking. This PK challenge is where the anchor whose performance can make the viewers send gifts to fill up the progress bar, and whosever bar fills up first will win the game. Cabbage gets shocked to see that Lai Zhu's bar is already half, and people are saying that Lai Zhu is looking very handsome in his new looks. Lai Zhu and the bishop gets ready to start their battle, and Red Bishop is surprised that Lai Zhu didn't run away from him. Back in the earth, in a certain internet cafe, people are shocked to see the live stream of Lai Zhu and are shocked to see him becoming strong again. Teresa asks everyone to move forward with her. Her words light some fire inside the viewers and are ready to follow her. Lai Zhu wins the PK challenge. Poor Cabbage gets smashed with that Bishop jumps at him with his big weapon, but Lai Zhu blocks his attack with his bare hand, which shocked the bishop because Lai Zhu's body is super hard just like the dragon's body, and asks Lai Zhu if he is actually a dragon. Lai Zhu didn't give him any answer, but instead finger him. The sword comes out from the ground and pierces through the Red Bishop's body. This shocked the three believers, and the two sisters. Elizabeth gets ready to help Lai Zhu too. Lai Zhu keeps on attacking the Red Bishop with his flying sword. Lai Zhu likes fingering people with his sword. That finger attack with that flying sword is just too much for that poor Red Bishop. Bishop gets ready to show him the real power and takes out the Book of Blasphemy. And Red Bishop never in his life ever thought that he will use that book on a puny human. Some kind of tentacles or a white energy comes out from the book and binds Lai Zhu tightly. And Lai Zhu is surprised because he is unable to break free himself from that thing. Red Bishop informs him why the book is called the Book of Blasphemy. It's because the skin. It was not an energy or tentacles but the skin of the fallen god. This shocked Teresa. She never thought that there was actually the skin of fallen god in the hands of that evil bishop. Red Bishop informs them that he has corrupted that skin and now he can control it however he wants. He wraps Lai Zhu with that cloth. He is sure that Lai Zhu will become a sacrifice for that cloth. Then he notices something. Fires are coming out from inside the wrapped cloth. Lai Zhu then comes out covered in flames. And it's no ordinary flames, it's the flames of the dragon. Red Bishop is shocked thinking how is that possible because that was the skin of the god. Lai Zhu then attacks the book with his flying sword. The book falls where Teresa and Moral are fighting, and Moral is charging forward at Teresa. Teresa grabs her by her mask and opens her eyes again, asks Moral to look straight in her eyes, and is hoping that Moral can resist the purification of the holy fire. And people are praising for her hard work and are even giving her points. And now the flying sword is suppressing the Book of Blasphemy. Red Bishop gets happy because Lai Zhu doesn't have his flying sword, and he can easily kill him now. But he is wrong. Lai Zhu has another sword, his horny sword, and the sword is enjoying the power that is being poured inside it by its master. Bishop gets shocked to see the new type of flame again. The two power that has been merged, the power of master and his sword, creates a little sun, which then turns into a big raging flames. This makes the bishop falls onto his knees. He realized that he can't win now. Lai Zhu then attacks him with his sword slash, which I think blasted his head off. The power of his attack was so powerful that it even blasted the walls of the church and went outside. Hopefully the attack didn't hit any civilians. And that blasted half of that bishop's body. This shocked the fatty uncle. His lord just died in front of his eyes, and Skelly is ready with his blade to chop him off. Skelly chops uncle's head with his blade. And Witcher have also finished the son, for real this time. And Frankie, our waifu, is also dealing with the commander with her magic. She freezes him with her ice, and Hoof finishes him off with his hammer attack. Then he smashes the head of that commander with his foot. Girls in the live stream are surprised to see the outcome of the fight and are calling Lai Zhu handsome. And some has even fallen for him. And this is making his real sister mad. She is mad at those shameless girls who are trying to make a move on his brother. Bai Jai sends him some rocket as a gift for rescuing the heroine. And Cabbage is shocked to see all those gifts and rockets and people going abroad on Lai Zhu's ship. In the church, Hoof is surprised that he actually managed to kill a strong enemy, who is stronger than him. Brother Witcher praises him for his hard work. Frankie comes to Lai Zhu asking if he is alright. She trips and falls onto him, and now that she has come to him, he gets ready to cool his dragon fire inside him, because he just used his dragon form and he needs to kiss her to calm his dragon. because she has that ice attribute in her. Viewers are looking forward to that kiss. And after some times, they have already kissed, but they didn't show us that because that was their private moment. Don't be sad, guys. Elizabeth and her sister comes to them. Frankie thanks Elizabeth for helping them earlier. Elizabeth brought her sister and some other powerful people to help, but they were useless. Elodie then introduces herself to Frankie and Lizuo formally this time, that she is Elodie Morrowind, Extraordinary Level 3, and the leader of the Sword of Morrowind. She leans down a little and thanks Lizuo for helping her to deal with that evil bishop. And seeing those melons, people are thinking and asking if Lizuo is going to take her in his group. Elodie then apologizes to him if her little sister caused some trouble to him. But he is fine, she never caused him any trouble. And Elodie is surprised because she never thought that Lizuo will be this strong, that he can kill a heroic level evil beings all by himself. And what's more, her sister informed her that he is the son of the world tree, so she gets ready to treat him nicely and cautiously. The bad uncle is still not dead yet. He asks his niece to help him. What a shameless uncle. But just looking at him is making Frankie sick. He did such a depraved things for just the sake of titles. Uncle scolds her for daring to speak to him like that, and informs her that without his support, she can't get her father's title, and she will have no relatives, and she will be a rootless tree. Lizuo steps on his head, grabs Frankie by her waist, and informs the uncle that he will take care of Frankie from now on. Those words of his touches her heart, and people are happy by his decision that he is finally going to make Frankie his wife. And those words not only touch her heart but something else too. She is feeling like her ice blood energy is throbbing inside her. And thanks to that kiss earlier, she breaks through to a new level. This shocked Elodie that whatever her little sister said to her before is true. With just a kiss, the son of the world tree helped Frankie to reach to a new level. Uncle keeps yapping. Lizuo gives him a kick, sends him outside of the church. His head comes out rolling in front of a dog. And it's a dog. We all know what a dog will do with a free meat. Whoa, wait. The dog is not eating the meat. It is doing the do thing with Uncle's head. What a bad dog. Poor Uncle. This is worse than dead. Lizuo then thanks his brother Witcher for helping him, and now he is done there. Brother Witcher gets ready to leave from there. But he tells Lizuo to call him anytime, if he ever needs his help. Lizuo then gets ready to take a look at his live broadcast. He then gets shocked to see the gifts. He has gained 2 captains, and also 23 gifts from his PK challenge. This super shock him, and viewers are asking if he is going to do the live broadcast like he did last time with Teresa. Viewers are looking forward to it. He informs everyone that he will continue the live broadcast at night, so look forward to it. Viewers asks him if he is going to let Teresa do the live broadcast. And on the other hand, Cabbage is super shocked to see that Lizuo actually managed to kill the boss, and now he can't fight with Lizuo anymore. But he is not giving up. At night, Lizuo starts his live stream and welcomes everyone, and informs them that today's anchor is going to be Frankie, the mage. Oh my god, she is looking gorgeous in that night dress. Man, she is a killer, huh? If you are enjoying it, then do 500 likes, also subscribe to the channel. Next, she comes to him asking why he called her. Lizuo informs her that he is going to teach her some exercises that will make her grow stronger. She understood what he is going to do, and she always knew that this day will come. And it is finally arrive. She throws herself onto his laps and is ready for him to start that exercise. Viewers are also excited to see the exercise. He stops her and informs her that that is not what they are going to do tonight. And viewers are mad that he is not making his move. He informs her that she can become as strong as the blood hoof with the cultivation technique that he is holding. And it's a ice attribute technique. This surprises her and asks him if this is some sort of mage meditation method. Lizuo informs her about the benefits of the technique, and he thinks that it's the best technique for Frankie. She gets super happy that he is thinking of her to this extent. He is trying so hard to help her grow. She thanks him for that. And I would do the same if I was him, maybe even more than him. Next, she starts to read the book, and something starts to pour into her mind. But she is having trouble understanding this concept called acupuncture points. Lizuo gets ready to help her understand that concept. He grabs her by her waist and shows her that 2 fingers of his. We all know where that 2 fingers will go next. Yeah, you guessed it right. He is using his fingers to open her acupuncture points. And some good students in the live stream are ready to learn about acupuncture from them. Frankie also starts to feel that her ice blood in her body began to surge from her spine. She then suddenly feels an influx of energy in the acupuncture points, and it's making her body cold and making ours hot. Viewers are congratulating her for making some rapid progress in her strengths. And Cabbage is mad because all his viewers are going to another people's live stream. And what's more, the other people are attracting his viewers by showing such seductive scene. He gets ready to report to the AI reporting system about this P-graphic content that those streamers are showing. And they did. They reported to the AI reporting system. Now he is sure that the other party will be banned for showing this type of content. and he will become the #1 streamer once again. His secretary informs him that the AI system will reply to them in 1 minute. They receives a message. The message shocked the poor guy because the system didn't find any graphic content in that live streaming, when he can clearly see in front of his eyes the content the other party is showing in their live stream. Frankie has learned the ice art and she is feeling the power of the art is too strong. For their hard work, people are sending them gifts. This shocked Cabbage. He even breaks his phone and falls unconscious. Then something appears from Frankie's hair, some ice. That's a nice view. The ice forms some kind of armor around her body, and she is feeling so powerful in that state. And viewers are feasting their eyes, seeing her in that dress. And even Zuo is surprised to see that armor. He never thought that something like that will happen to her. He thought that she will only become stronger, but never thought that she will get this stronger from just that ice technique. And Frankie is also surprised to see this new power, new skill, and now she can use her ice skill without even chanting. She gets ready to check her skill and shoots at the wall of the room, which pierces the wall and disturbs Brother Witcher, who is killing the maid mantis in the bed. And Frankie is surprised because the skill is so powerful that the beginning of the skill is equivalent to the advanced level. And what's more, her ice bloodline that usually suppressed her magic progress has directly become the help of the ice art, and it's getting stronger every moment. She is feeling like she has been reborn, and we can see that too. She thanks him for giving her a new life by kissing him. Whoa, a new way to thank someone. Next, she gets ready to get down to do the business. She wants to thank him even more because what he did was just too much. And a simple thanks like kissing is not enough. And viewers are confused, thinking if they will have to pay for the thing they are seeing right now. Zuo notices something, that they are still live streaming. Brother Witcher comes to their room for disturbing him from killing that mantis maid. Then he gets shocked to see that it's his brother, and he is about to be killed by Frankie. As a gentleman who kills both husband and wife together in a bed, Brother Witcher leaves them so that he will not disturb them. Zuo tries to explain the situation. However, someone is unable to control herself. She wants to give him the thank you right away. Now the situation is out of control. He got no choice but to stop his streaming. And now he has finally stopped the live streaming. Frankie jumps at him from behind. Then she starts to give him her thank you. Somewhere in fantasy world, Frankie is ready to fight some monsters with her 2 blades. And it's a big giant Hulk-looking kind of monster, ready to smash her on the ground with his big hands. She tries to inform him that they are teammates and he should control his desires. But nah, brother is unable to control his desires. And he is a Hulk. He gets ready to take it by force and grabs the poor Frankie in his big arms. She definitely can't free herself from that big arms. She tries to free herself but is unable to do so. Then he gets ready to get nasty. She somehow manages to give him a kick which hits him right in his eye. But the attack was weak and it doesn't have any power in it. It was powerless. He then slams her down on the ground and start to do the giant massage acupuncture point hand. And those attacks are very powerful. He even does the leg massage, and she can feel her legs which are becoming very comfortable. Then he gives her some giant blood activating hammer from behind, and she can feel the powers in those hammering strikes. And finally her body is feeling comfortable and satisfied from that massage, and she has thanked him with that. And someone is tired after all that attacks and hammering. He gets ready to check his gains from the live stream, and he has gained a lot from the battle with the bishop in the live stream from earlier. He has gained 3 rocket, 1 admiral, and 40 captains, and some gifts, and his money is 11,644.2. He gets ready to pay his sister first semester's tuition and his mother medical expenses with those money, and use 644 to draw some cards. He draws the card and gets some important beans, pills, and cultivation sutras. However, he is not finding the thing that he is looking for. He draws the card again, same thing happens. He is not getting the things he needs. He draws it again, and something finally appears, a green card. He gets happy that he finally get the green card. He gets ready to level up by using that green card. And now he has reached another new level. And with the strength he has right now, and with the flying sword and his demonic sword, the horny sword, he is sure that he can face many powerful enemies without transforming himself into his dragon form. Even though the enemies are more stronger than Red Bishop, he gets ready to see what that green stuff has to offer, and is shocked to see that he can now control the flying sword more flexibly, increase the attack power of the flying sword. And what's more, he can now control 4 flying swords. This makes him to draw more cards, even though he is running low on money. But he gets ready to draw just some few single draws. But he is not getting what he is looking for. He misses again and again, and is losing money again and again. Then he finally gets something. System gives him some pure detail info about that thing, and that it's an overturning stick. And it's a very interesting weapon because once it's launched, it will attack the rare side of the enemies. And after breaking inside the enemy's rare, it will spin wildly to cause damage. Boy gets shocked to get such a brutal weapon, which will only attack such an important side of his enemy. He doesn't want to be the enemy of the one who has that weapon. Next, in the church, Teresa is giving last chance to Moral to bring herself back from that pits of corruption. Moral curses Teresa for doing something like this to her, and Moral keeps on saying that Teresa is not the one, and that she died that day, killed by some demons. Teresa tells her that she did die that day. Teresa then gives her the pure info of what happened back then. After she lost the protection of the holy light, she went to preach in the remote area of Monter. She discovered that the people there were exploited by the nobles, and she made her decision to overthrow that evil noble. And that's when she met Moral. And that night, she decided to send Moral and other people to kill those corrupted nobles. Moral gets shocked to hear that. She is surprised that Teresa is actually the holy saint that she has been looking for, the Saint Lucian. Teresa informs her that she was attacked and seriously injured, and since she lost the protection of the holy light, she was unable to withstand the sneak attack and was seriously injured. And the person who attacked her was not a demon. She saw his face when she was falling down that cliff. And that guy was the former cardinal of the Illuminati cult. And later, he used his power to destroy Frankie as father's dukedom. This shocked Moral even more, because that man who attacked Teresa was one of her own people. However, she survived thanks to an old lady who saved her. And after she recovered, she started to help the injured people and refugees. And her holy light ability revived again. She then understood that her God was not the God of light but the general people. Hearing to Teresa, the corruption starts to dissipate from her body. Moral breaks down and starts to cry because she thought that her sister died that night. Teresa comforts her with her warm words. Moral looks at her and blushes a little, saying that she is still as gentle as before. She places her head on the big melons and is happy that her sister come back to her to lead her again. While putting her head on those big melons, she looks at her Lucian Sama, thinking that she has such a strong maternal aura. Teresa informs her that she can't lead her anymore because she has someone to follow. This shocked the poor girl that her Lucian Sama is going to abandon her again. Teresa informs her the reason why she can't lead her, because she herself has not found her own path and she thinks that she is not qualified to lead Moral. She informs Moral about the man that she is following, the man who appeared in her darkest moment, a sage who will guide her to find her path. And after following him, she found that she is no longer confused, and she has become a new nun, and is going to follow him to serve and learn from him. Next day, Moral thanks Lai Zuo for protecting that city from those evil beings, and Lai Zuo is happy that she has come back to her senses. Lai Zuo informs her that they will leave from there because he wants to help Frankie find the enemies who destroyed her principality, but he promises that they will come back to meet her one day. Next, in the Union Mercenary, Lai Zuo is shocked to hear the news that they got promoted to B-level mercenary group, and he wants to know the reason why. The receptionist tells him to stop shouting. She can explain that. Then Elodie and Brother Witcher comes there. Don't tell me Brother Witcher is killing her. She informs them that their mercenary group rank up because of their contribution on the last battle to protect the city from the evil corruption. Elodie also invites him on behalf of the city to stay there and station there to guard the city, and also gets ready to make him the lord of the city, and even give him her sister to protect him, which makes her sister little blush. However, he is not staying there. He gets ready to leave for his another adventure with his teammates. And with this, Season 1 ends here. We'll have to wait for the Season 2 to come out. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, then please do 1K likes and stay tuned because next is going to be a big kaboom.